Welcome to College Admissions Toolbox, giving you the edge you need to get into the colleges of your dreams. With your host, Steve Schwartz. That's me. I want to give you guys some tips on how not to write your college essay. Now, these are just going to be some mistakes you really want to avoid, because I keep seeing students make these mistakes every single year. One of the really big ones is repeating stuff covered in another part of the application. Seriously, don't do this. Students keep telling me they want to repeat that stuff in their college essays just to be safe, but you got to remember that these admissions officers have already read or are going to read the rest of your application. And reading the same thing twice is really boring. So don't be the guy who says, freshman year I was in Key Club, it was a lot of fun, I also joined the lacrosse team, but I still found time to volunteer at the soup kitchen. And all of this demonstrates that I'm responsible and capable. You gotta trust them to do their job and be as careful and thorough as they need to be. One quick exception to this is that if you mention something briefly on your application, you can go into it in more detail in your essay. Another big mistake I see students making is whining about hardships they faced instead of explaining how and why they overcame those challenges. Nobody likes to hear a sob story, no matter how true or heartbreaking it might be. So really, don't look for pity. Instead, show the admission officers how you overcame those difficulties to get a high GPA or leadership position or some other accomplishment. Impress them with your determination. Don't be the applicant who writes something like, because my parents had to get rid of the babysitter after we had money issues, I had to quit the soccer team to watch my little sister. It was a real shame to have to leave my teammates and give up the chance of being state champions, but family comes first, so I didn't mind making the sacrifice. Instead, talk about what you've accomplished in spite of the obstacles you might have faced. Another big mistake I see students making is talking about why they want to go to a school because it has a great reputation. A lot of students want to go to a top school, be successful in their careers, and make lots of money. And I'm sorry to tell you this, but nobody cares. I mean, it's great that you're ambitious, but you've got to ask yourself, why does this make me special and different? Self-promotion's a given. Set yourself apart by expressing your desire to take classes in subjects that interest you. If you're not sure what you want to study, really make it clear that you want to expose yourself to a wide range of ideas. Don't say something like, Harvard's really well renowned and many famous people have gone there, so with a degree from Harvard, I'll be sure to be a success in life and make my friends and family proud. It really just isn't going to do it for you. Don't do it. Another big mistake I see students making is misrepresenting their achievements and goals in the essay. If you graduated in the middle of your class, don't say you were one of the top students in your school. If you have no extracurriculars or recommendations related to world hunger or finding a cure for cancer, don't say that those are your goals either. It just isn't going to be convincing in the end. Also, make sure that you don't use any cute or gimmicky techniques to stand out. Occasionally, you'll see stories about creative approaches that worked, and when those stories come out, people take it as proof that this is a great idea. The risk with this is that some officers are old school, and some of them are open to new approaches, and you don't know which type is going to be reading your application. The chances of this appealing to the multiple people reading it aren't that high. Also, obviously, don't say you want to go to School X in School Y's application, and don't include careless grammatical errors, overly wordy phrases, or cliches. The stakes are high for this. Show them you care enough to write an amazing college essay by taking the time to proofread. Next time, I'll help you make sure you're answering the questions admissions officers are asking themselves about you. You're almost there. Keep at it. Thanks for listening to College Admissions Toolbox. Head over to www.collegeadmissionstoolbox.com to get more free tools and resources that will help you get into the colleges of your dreams.